Welcome back, adventurers, to Beyond Passports. Today's video, we're going to be doing a look at some more of our magnet collection that my wife and I have managed to gather in our adventures. I figured a good way to start off more or less the entire magnet series would actually be from the time that we got engaged, that whole trip. So, well, part of that trip. I'm not going to go into the whole thing because got to keep content going. But I'm going to talk about when we went to New Orleans. So, obviously, we have to go to Bourbon Street when you're in New Orleans, right? So, this was a kind of a fun little magnet. It was only like $6 US, but it's pretty good quality overall. It's got a little guy standing on the up against the Bourbon Street pole. It's had maybe a little bit too much to drink. He's got a bottle in his hand. He's got a missing his shoe. He's had a good night at Mardi Gras. We then have this little bendable, flexible Louisiana state one. Again, another $6 one. The very top left, you have like Bossier City, Shreveport. I don't know. I never went there, so I don't know how to pronounce it. You have Monroe, Tallulah, and you have like it looks like a plantain farm kind of house. Obviously, the crocodile, the seafood, the stuff from Mardi Gras, saxophone, the river boats for the Mississippi River. It's really cool. You have Alexandria, Lake Charles, Lafayette, New Iberia, New Orleans, Homa, Baton Rouge, uh, Bogalusa. Bogalusa. Yeah, it's a pretty good magnet. I love the purple and the red and the black. I think it goes really well together with everything. On that note, speaking of riverboats, actually, let's go to this. So before we went on a riverboat, we went to the bayou, and you gotta go do a little tour, see if you can find some alligators, crocodiles, all that sort of thing. So we did pick up this little guy. It's a pretty simple one. It was $9 though. A little on the steeper side, but he's pretty cool. Yeah, we did see some crocodiles or alligators or whatever in the water. I do recommend doing that if you ever get the chance to. Obviously, this channel wasn't a thing yet, so I don't have any content of that. I'd like to go back one day and do that, but then we'll jump to the riverboat. So we actually went on a riverboat named City of New Orleans, and this one we bought on the riverboat is about $5.50. So on this riverboat, we went on an evening. It's like a jazz cruise on the riverboat, and I went all the way down the Mississippi for a while. It was like I think 2 or 3 hours. When we were coming back, we went out onto the deck or whatever. You have the pretty good nighttime view of the New Orleans skyline, and I actually proposed to my girlfriend at the time there, and thankfully she said yes, and my parents were there, and my dad said that was the most important yes you ever made because I don't know how well you can swim. It was pretty funny. We had a good laugh. Yeah, now we're married, and yeah, it's pretty cool. Nice little reminder that we have. They all sit on the fridge. We have room for all of them. While we were down there too, we went to the National World War II Museum in New Orleans, which is pretty cool. You can spend a whole day in there. Really, like there's a ton of stuff to look at, ton of stuff to learn about. It's pretty incredible. Yeah, if you ever get the chance to go down there and you have even the slightest interest in any war or history, I cannot recommend that museum enough. Against the National World War II Museum in New Orleans. And yeah, this one was $5.50 as well. Yeah, I highly recommend. I can't remember which boat it is on here, so I'm not even gonna try to make something up. After that, we did go on a cruise, and on that cruise, we went down to like Honduras. We were supposed to go to Belize, but we had some weather issues, so we couldn't dock. From there, we went to Mexico. We went to Cozumel and Costa Maya. There'll be another video with those magnets relating to that. But this one I kind of wanted to focus on more of the New Orleans kind of side of things. Also, we have, when we came back, we ended up getting stuck in Houston for a couple days. It's a $9 magnet. When we got stuck there, because they had an issue with the plane, which made us late, so we missed our connection out of Houston to go back to Canada. So we kind of, were SOL for a bit. So they put us up in a decent hotel, and we went and explored Houston for a little bit. It's not as bad as everybody says, but I don't know. Maybe I just didn't see all the bad sides of it. While we were there, we figured